to another episode of Desire to Inspire, your mama's favorite podcast. I had to come up, pull up, stun up today to remind y'all why you fucking love me, why you needed to hear me.
Yeah,
and
this
why
guy
you needed
really
to hear
was
us.
like this. He was like this as soon as I got on. He had music pumping in the background. Honestly, though, you look like a DJ. Like
I like
this
it.
is like how you would pull up to like DJ a set.
And I got to have the sunglasses down here because if I put them up, I can't see the screen because they're polarized.
Can't see the haters either, bro. That's what you need.
Blocking them all out. I'm on a different mindset. I'm on a different wave. I got different goals and ambitions, and nobody's going to stop me, bro.
Fucking headline in Coachella or what?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh shit!
No, so just had to spice it up a little bit. We had to let the people know that we still like this shit. That we're
the best part is
enjoying
that I never know when like you're gonna pull up like this. Like I just hop on. I wish like it started recording immediately because I was like, what the? I almost like I was fixing my mic. I had to plug it in, or I was just gonna hit record with the music playing. I was like, fuck it. We don't make money off this anyway. Let's just run it. But we're here.
I had my screen completely black, so he couldn't see me when he first pulled up, and he got on the.
I heard the music
stream.
though.
Yep, he heard the music, and then I just turned on my camera, doing a little shimmy.
You've had quite the weekend, man. How's it going over there?
It's going good. Yeah, we had fun this weekend. Let loose a little bit.
I had FOMO. Honestly,
did you?
From across the country, I had FOMO. I'm like, damn. Because like it's been nice here. It's 70 degrees out right now. Sun is shining. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm like, what do I want to do more than go grab a beer right now? But all you guys are across the fucking country. I see all the boys are out having a couple. I'm like, come on, man, this ain't even fair. Saw you guys were on the golf course.
Yeah,
didn't look as nice as it was here yesterday, but you're still on the golf course nonetheless.
Yeah. So when we first went out on the course, it was rainy on our way there, and then it ended up clearing up by like hole 3, and it was gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
Sun was shining, birds were chirping. Dude, the course was super backed up on the front 9, the back 9. It was like we were the only ones on there, enjoying a nice stogie, conversations, music, few drinks. I didn't even have a few.
Do you smoke your own cigar? Like, did you guys share, or did you have your own cigar?
We had our own cigar.
This is what I was going to ask you. Do you thoroughly enjoy smoking cigars?
I do, yeah.
Dude, I cannot smoke. Like, everyone will be like, yo, I'm about to bring cigars. I'm like, I'll hit yours, but I cannot smoke a whole one. It gives me a headache. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I don't know what it is. And it's not like I'm inhaling it either. Like, I know how to smoke it. I just do not enjoy it at all.
Yeah, I can usually only put down like half of it. I can't sit there and like Matt inhales it, like inhales in the sense of like
not
just
surprised.
Like, it's gone. But yeah, me and Tone, we can only smoke we only enjoy smoking like half of them at a time. And then usually I'm done.
You could share, dude. See, you guys could have shared.
Yeah, but some people just be like
cost effective,
getting it real wet.
They do that. First of all, clip that. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll just get my own. It's only like $12.
I'm cost effective over here, baby.
Just chief off somebody else's, wipe the lips off.
I don't even want to chief it in the first place, but I will. It's a social thing for me. If everybody else is doing it, I'm not going to be the only one who's not doing it.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it. Then we did that, and then after that, we showered up, changed, and it was about dinner time because we didn't get out on the golf course till like 11:30. Met up with everybody else, had some dinner, and just like you said, bro, the weather was impeccable. The sun was shining, crisp, nice, warm air. And so we were like, let's go sit on a patio. Let's have a couple drinks. And then we stayed out like for the night and stuff. But last night was not anything like Friday. The girls were wanting to go out on the town. We honestly haven't done that since you were here. So it's been like over a month. And they never want to do that. So I was like, let's do it. And I regretted every decision the next morning.
Dude, I was literally hitting up everyone I know in Denver. I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing this weekend? It's fucking beautiful. First, like, nice full weekend. Everybody I know is out of town. people are in Arizona. Somebody was back home in Ohio. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, I'm not about to go out by myself. And I had to take Ziggy for like his interview for like when I board him for the Spartan race. So
yeah,
I took him at 9 a.m. They're like, you can come back anytime after 12, but it's a free full day of daycare. So you could leave until 7 if you want. I'm like, I could go drink without responsibility till 7? Like, come on. And nothing, dude. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be that guy who goes out by himself right now. So
yeah,
I reined it in and I just stayed here, man. Got some stuff done.
there we go. There we go. Yeah, I got up this morning. Again, I only had like maybe 5 beers over the course of like 6 or 7 hours. And so like I was just really chilling, vibing, and having it as like a social thing. So I woke up this morning feeling good, went for like a 7-mile bike ride, 8-mile bike ride. While the
I think you were about
twins
to say
ran.
run. I was about to be impressed because I saw they ran today.
Yeah, they ran. I rode the bike on like the path that they took up to this like trail that we went on. But yeah, it's been a good day. The sun's shining again here. And I was like, you know what? Gotta make this podcast fun, man. We gotta bring the energy. So
were the boys
like,
tying one on last night?
Were the what?
Whereas Matt and Tone tying one on last night? Like were they on another level than you?
Yeah, they were Tone made it a point to send himself home. And then
I saw him.
Matt,
I'm assuming that was him who dropped that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw that and I'm like, that's why I just assumed you were on a 2-day in a row. I was like, okay.
No. And then Matt wanted to get food afterwards. And so we went to this spot to get food. Actually, we all kind of wanted to get it. And it was like 1:00. And this will explain the level Matt was on. He ordered 2 Red Bull vodkas to end the night. So,
dude, that's the one thing that I can go out and casually have drinks if everybody's casually having drinks. I don't know how you go out and casually have drinks when everyone else is like, I feed off. That's my problem. I really do. I feed off of energy. So when everybody else is going, I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. What do I look like? Let's fucking go. So that's my problem. I don't know how you do it. It's impressive, honestly.
Yeah, it's sometimes it gets the best of me, but sometimes I do it really well.
Yeah.
We were talking a lot about the Spartan race last night because I'll say our buddy. I feel like Sal and I are like friends at this point. We've hung out numerous times, and it's always a good time. And
I still got to meet the guy.
Yeah, he's dope. You'll like him a lot. We were talking about everyone that's like doing the race and just how it's a good like dynamic of everybody all over like the spectrum in terms of different abilities, capabilities, all that kind of stuff. To be the reason why we'll finish the race, but we were talking about it, and I didn't realize that if you don't finish an obstacle course or if you can't complete an obstacle, you have to do 30 burpees.
Yeah, I was
holy fuck.
I was on their TikTok the other day, and I shouldn't have went on there. It was kind of making me nervous.
Matt knows like all of the facts on it, and so he's like telling us all this stuff, and I'm like, damn. He's like, bro, you got to watch the videos.
How much research did he do?
He does it a lot. I mean, when he gets like invested in something like golf or something like that, he'll study it and he'll like educate.
And he's still
himself.
trash.
So he's telling us all this shit. Boom, roasted. This is where we need sound effects like the air horn.
You're the fucking DJ, bro.
But we were talking about it, and Matt was letting us know all this stuff, and he told us that, and I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. And he was like, bro, you got to start looking into it. Like, watch the videos. Like, it's pretty intense what we're doing. And I told him, I was like, bro, I want it to be like a restaurant. I want to go and just be surprised by the menu and just pick something off of it. That's what I want the Spartan race to be, is just a fucking surprise. And I'm just going to put my body through it one way or another. And
I haven't even started doing burpees, and I keep telling myself I'm going to, but I haven't. 30's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't. That is a lot.
Especially like, if you consider like, even if you don't get 10 obstacles, some of them are pretty easy though. I saw like one of them just like going under a wall in some water. Like, there's some that are pretty easy. One's throwing a spear, and whether you hit it or not, you just do the burpees or not. So I'm like, okay, like,
but if you don't,
but then there's some where it's fucking American Ninja Warrior, and I'm like, who decided that these are the same level obstacle? Like, there should be a limit of like, okay, you don't get this one 10 burpees, this one 30, because you're expending more energy. Because there's some of them I'll be like, fuck it, I'll take the burpees. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, because like I mean, even if you can't do 10, that what is that? 350 burpees still? Like it's a lot of fucking burpees. And so he told me a fact about the Spartan race, and I want to see if you know the answer to this.
I don't.
What was the average time last year, this race, same spot for somebody to complete? The average time for a group to complete.
For a group or for like one person?
A group or like a person, just the average time to finish the race.
I am already going in with the mindset that it's going to be 5+ hours.
Okay. So what would you guess if you had to put it?
Considering there's probably like, first of all, I've seen like old men doing it. I've seen people without legs. So I'm going to like put them into the equation and say like 6.5.
8.5 hours.
We're not taking that long. I'll tell you that right now.
That's what Tone said. He's like, no fucking way. And I was thinking, I was like, that's like 42 or like 47 minutes a mile if you like break it out.
There's no way.
And
I'm telling you right now, that's fine. We're not average. I'm not taking that long. We're not taking that long because we're all going together. If I got to carry someone, I will. And we're not taking that long.
Make the joke. I know you want to make the joke.
I know, because I don't know who I'm going to have to carry yet.
I wanted you to say it just because you always give him shit about it. But yeah, I was mind blown when I heard that, bro. I was like, you have to fucking be kidding me.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take us that long. I'll be pissed if it does. Because now you're cutting into my drinking time. It's a 10 a.m. race. 8 hours, 6:30. Now we got an hour and a half, 2 hour drive home. Well, we better be fucking getting some for the road because now we all got to get cleaned up. Like, what the fuck?
I forgot we got to drive back.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you decided on your day after event yet?
I haven't.
I was going to tell you, I don't think you should do it.
I know, because you want me to partake in other activities.
I mean, yeah, that's an equation, but like just for the sake of you've never really done anything like this, and I think that we're going to be surprised, not pleasantly surprised. I think that we're going to be surprised at like how exhausted we're going to be. I think it's going to use a lot of things at once. And I know how I felt after running my marathon last year, where I've already ran one before. And you should have seen me limping around Austin. Like, I'm talking like Nami was worried that like she was like, we're not even going to be able to go out tonight. Like, I was in pain.
Damn.
And that was just running. That's what like really was like, she was like, I don't know about this Ironman thing. Like, if you're this fucked up right now, like, what are you going to be like then? So yeah, I just think back-to-back days when you've never done it that's a lot. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think you would regret it.
It's definitely possible. There's been somebody that's done an Ironman like every fucking day
for 50 days in a row.
Yeah,
the Iron Cowboy.
Yep.
I'm looking at his book right here under my fucking laptop.
Is it good?
It was okay. You're just reading about like how he felt pretty much through the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched the documentary. Well, I watched the documentary to get all that information.
Yeah.
So speaking of all of this stuff, it's kind of just like made me realize like prioritizing different things and like actually, I guess you could classify it as like making the investment to then follow through with it. So I had in mind to ask you like, what do you do any certain things? So whether it's physically or like finding a new job or picking up new hobbies, like whatever it is, do you find it more beneficial to invest in it in some type of way, meaning like a tangible thing, buying new shoes if you want to start running, buying workout clothes if you want to work out, buying a gym membership so you're forced to like go because you're paying for something? Or is it just straight mind power that gets you down whatever set path you want to do? So for your marathon, what was it? Or triathlon, like what are the things that make you follow through with an objective to reach the goal? Well,
considering I didn't follow through with the triathlon, we're going to cut that one out because that one was a huge financial investment and I still didn't follow through. But my head just wasn't in it. But I feel like for anything else, it's more like just a mindset. Like I can just push through because I want to do it. But with that being said, I think most people need to put a dollar like value to it. You're always going to be more like inclined to do something if there's something like, if there's a cost to it. Like if you say, hey, I'm going to start running and you already have running shoes, it's like, okay, are you actually going to, because you haven't done it for the last year and a half or whatever that is. And so like if you go out and this was even for me, like when I first got into it, there was no way you were getting me in the gym just on my own. So I invested in a trainer, and then I started going to the gym 3 times a week because I had something that I was paying for, whether I win or not. Mm-hmm. So when you put something like that on the line, I think it's more motivating, I guess, but not even really motivating. It's just like, well, I'm paying for it already. I might as well go, which I think is with a coach, with equipment, with whatever it is. I think that for the average person, that's something that would push them to go more.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think on like, we hear far too often, even like ourselves telling ourselves that we need to like do something. It's like everybody wants to do it. Everybody knows that they need to do it, whatever it is. They need to do it in order to like accomplish what they want or what they're lacking in. And so staying on just like the physical side, because it's easy to use examples. It's like everybody knows, like, I know I need to get in the gym. I need to be more active. I need to get more steps. I need to drink more water. I need to stop eating this. But like, what are you doing to then accomplish it? And it seems like we're just so good at talking about like what needs to be changed. But like, how can we start making it seem natural to be like, all right, let's do said thing that is an easy task up front. And I think that's something that you and I have mastered well in getting people started. It's not the 5-day programs right off the bat. It's not all of these like monumental goals. It's like, how many days can you go a week, or what can you do in a week that will fit into your schedule? And again, going to the gym 1 time a week, or going outside and walking 3 days a week, starting off on that journey. And so I've just been thinking of like what that push pull is. Is it a financial investment that will keep somebody tied down more likely? Or is it just incorporating those little habits that we do that might have a greater return on investment?
I think more than anything, you have to have like a reason behind it. Like you have to have a why. Like you can say that you want to get in shape all you want, but if there's no driving force behind it, you're probably not going to do it. So it's like these big life changes or like factors in your life. Like when you have actual health issues, you're probably going to be more inclined to start then. For a lot of people, it's their kids who it's like, okay, like I want to be around for my kids when they get older. I know if I continue down this path, it's probably going to reduce my lifespan. Let me go ahead and take action. So I think like when you can actually put like a real reason behind it, you're going to have a lot better results because there's a reason to do it. I mean, anybody could be like, I mean, it happens all the time. Hey, I want to lose weight. Let me go to the gym for 2 weeks and now I fell off. But if there's something that's bigger than yourself and just the fact that, hey, I probably need to lose 20 pounds, when it's more about like my health and my longevity of life, quality of life, whatever it is, I think that it's going to be a much bigger driving force.
Yeah. I heard something really cool the other day that I actually liked. And they were talking, I believe it was on a podcast, about what's more important to, I think it was like along the lines of like, what's more important to keep people on track. And they had their own like analogies about it. And they kept talking about weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. I want to lose this. I want to lose this. I want to lose this. And the one guy was like, you know what? Fuck that. Don't put a numeric number on it. Don't let the scale dictate if you accomplish your goal, because you could get to that goal and absolutely hate it. Or you could get 10 pounds away from that goal, but feel better in so many different areas. And so he was just talking about like the scale and how it's bad because it doesn't actually paint a true picture, because you could get down to that goal weight, but then have so many more problems because of whatever other factors there are mentally, internally with your digestion intake and all that kind of stuff. And so he was saying, instead of using the scale, use all of the things that your body's telling you. And it's, again, going along with like what we preach. Do you have more energy? Are you not crashing midday? How does your clothes feel? How does your face look? Like all of these things that are actually telling a true story, because a weight loss journey, you could be seeing so many changes physically in your body that the scale is not dictating or telling you the actual truth, because you have to move that weight around in certain areas. And so if you have a bunch of fat and you're building muscle, like you're not going to see as much changes scale wise up front. And if you are, you could potentially be doing something wrong that's not going to have the longevity factor of it.
Yeah, I think that I think we do this in a lot of areas. I think we put a number value on things and we think that that's going to determine happiness. Whether it's a number of pounds you need to lose, whether it's when I make this amount of money, I'm going to be happy. Whether it's I have this many followers, then I'm going to feel like I'm making an impact. But it's deeper than that. It's all about like health and happiness. So it should be like when I feel this way, I'm accomplished now. Like once you start working out, you're going to be healthier. You're going to feel the difference. You're right. The scale might not show it, but your body comp is going to show it. The money that you make, like that doesn't really determine your happiness. The way that you live and the quality of life that you live is completely unrelated to the money at all. Like there's people out there who make way less money and are way fucking happier than the richest people in the world. And social media, I mean, we talk about that one all the fucking time. Like the follower count doesn't matter. What really matters is the impact. You could have 100 people who support the fuck out of you and be way more fulfilled than somebody who has 1 million followers and could care less about anything they're actually doing. It's just there for the content.
Yep. Yeah, that's wild. Every single thing is dictated by like a numeric number in our life, like in all factors of it. Because even too, like if I meet you for the first time, Dylan, nice to meet you, Freddie, right now. Oh, cool. How you doing, Freddie? What do you do for a living? First question people ask, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a salesman, or, oh, I'm a bank clerk, or, and then all of a sudden we instantly as humans put this label on them of, are they successful because of this? And now we have all these preconceived notions of like, okay, they check this because they thought, all right, cool, we can hang out with them again. Or, all right, we'll continue the conversation because they think they can gain something from it based off of their interpretation of a title, of a role that is ultimately backed by a numeric number on their value, their worth, all of that kind of stuff. That's actually really, really fucking interesting.
Zach talks about that specific thing like pretty often, and it's a pretty cool way to approach it. Instead of asking somebody like what they do for a living, he started asking people like, what do you do for fun? So it's like, how do you spend your free time? Like, because honestly, you're going to get a better idea of like, if you vibe with this person based off of the things that they do in their free time and like
the
things that like the passion that they're chasing. Or because like, if you said, hey, what do you do for fun? Like you're going to talk about the gym. You're going to talk about building your business. You're going to talk about like getting on calls with people. Like you're going to talk about the things that drive you. Where if somebody said, what do you do for a living? The first thing you probably say isn't going to be, oh, I'm a coach. You're going to go into like your 9 to 5 and you're make, oh, I'm in sales, and like give like this spiel that you've concocted in your head. Like, because you know, it's asked so often, like you could probably recite, what do you do for a living? And just spit out 3-4 sentences about what you do when you don't even really fucking care. Like I could care less about what I actually do. Like I would much rather talk about like the things that inspire me and the things that I'm passionate about.
Yeah. I was literally, dude, last night, this literally happened. I met somebody new, one of Sal's friends. We're talking, and one of the first questions, what do you do for a living? Going, oh, I do sales for X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And I go into it, and they're like, oh, that's cool. And then I expand a little bit more. But it's almost like repositioning that. And like you
started opening with, I'm a coach, just so I could talk about it.
Yeah. Dude, I like that. What do you like to do? Because you meet somebody, and what I hate is like somebody will be like, what do you do for a living? And somebody could
it's going to cause them to pause too. Like they're not going to know how to respond for this like it's probably going to, they're probably going to go into the spiel that they're used to saying.
Yeah.
But like it's going to catch them off guard. And then like they're going to actually have to think, and it's going to like provoke an actual thought. And it's going to be a much more in-depth conversation where you're going to get to learn a lot more about the person.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. I like that. I'm going to start doing that. Because like you said, it'll actually show you like because after the conversation's done and you tell them what you do for a living, the conversation's done. And then you go off and you have a couple drinks, listen to the people talk around you, or listen to the music if you're out in like that type of setting. Or even if you're meeting somebody like in an office, you're like, oh, what's your role? You tell them and it's like, oh, cool, I do this. And then you go your separate way.
And even so like if you are around them for more time, like they're going to feel like that's the only thing they can really dive into. So now they're going to start asking you questions about this thing that really holds no value. And you're going to be having a conversation you probably don't want to have, where you're explaining stuff that they really don't want to know. They're just doing it out of courtesy and because they think it's what they're supposed to ask. Like I would much rather that's honestly why I like podcasting the most, is that like the minute someone that we don't know hops on here, it's a just open conversation. Like we're not asking, hey, what do you do? Like, what do you like? We're like, give us a little bit of background, and then we're going to find something in there that interests us, and we're going to ask about it. And you're going to be way more open to talking about yourself and the things that interest you than you are about the fucking mundane small talk that we're all accustomed to.
Yeah. And too, I feel like it won't be perceived as that like judgment up front. Like, what do you do for fun? It's like, oh, that's dope. Like, I've never done that. Tell me more about it. And then you can elaborate, and they're passionate about it. So they're going to talk more. It's going to open up more doors. And now you're not judging them based off of their title, based off of their role, or what you think their lifestyle is like. Because even last night, like, I was wearing these sunglasses, and the one guy was today? Yeah, the ones I have on today. And the one guy was like, dude, where'd you get those sunglasses? Those are so dope. And I go, Amazon.
That's all it takes, bro. A compliment will open up the door for conversation too. Like, just telling somebody, yo, I fuck with that shirt, or yo, nice shoes. Like, yeah, it's going to flow way smoother because now they're just open. It's not like they're on some fucking defense or guarded about anything.
Yep. But it's wild too, because there's even that judgment of like, oh, I thought they were like a nicer brand, or because when I told him Amazon, he was like startled. He's like, no way, you're lying. And I was like, yeah, Amazon. He's like, dude, I thought they were like some like big name brand. Like, those are really dope, this and that. And I showed him the link. I was like, they're $15. He was like, oh shit, can you send me that? But like, even that little thing of a sunglass, when I tell him like Amazon, there was like already some thought that I had like an expensive pair of sunglasses on, and it's not. But I think that just shows you the moral of life is like to be more open-minded, and to kind of be like simplistic in a way. Don't go straight to judgment when you see somebody, how they're dressed, how's this. When you first interact with them, like, ask genuine questions that like you even care about. You don't fucking care if I'm a salesman for a company. Nobody does. And so actually having kind of like a movement or purpose in the way we communicate, and not having it so like cookie cutter, like what we are known. I mean, we're known to know these things growing up. It's like, this is the norm. You tell people what you do. Tell them this, but you don't tell them the personal stuff. Keep the personal stuff a little bit hidden. Keep it inside. It's like, fuck that. Open up with that shit. Let them know. So that way you guys can actually have a genuine conversation, and you would know a lot faster if it's somebody you wanted to fucking talk to or not. You're not going to give somebody the time of day if you're like, whoa, those are weird hobbies. I don't know if we would mesh together, and you would know, not based off of a fucking role or a numeric number.
This is something that I really want to focus on. Like, I'm looking at the Spartan Race as really like our first DTI event. Because like a lot of these people, like, we've coached already. There's people we don't know. And there's a few people that I don't know. So like, I don't know what the plan is for the weekend, obviously. But like, I would kind of like to make it like a full on at like Friday, Saturday type thing where we all link up Friday. Because I'm sure everybody's getting in Thursday. So like, if we go do something Friday, I kind of want to like go knock out like 3 miles. Just like, even before a marathon, most people run 2-3 miles. So I'm thinking maybe like try to get everybody together, just go do like a little run somewhere. Yeah. Go do something. And then like, I want to try to have like a deeper, more meaningful conversation than just all of us sitting around bullshitting or talking shit or whatever it is, especially because there's going to be people that I don't know, but I'm excited for it for sure.
Yeah, no, it'll definitely be fun. And too, like, finding a good place to go and like eat and just be able to, like, I mean, you know, I love having conversations around a dinner table around food. Like, it just, there's so much value there. Enjoying a good meal, enjoying good company and the food. Yep. So even going out to like somewhere that's on the lake where it's a little bit more peaceful and we got some nature around us, and we could even go like for a hike prior to or after or whatever. Yep. But yeah, there's definitely things that we can do. I think a hike should be one of them as well.
We could do that instead of the run, because I mean, that's still going to like get us moving a little bit, but then there's more opportunity for social interaction on a hike. Yeah. It's going to be weird. We got to like step into like a leadership role though. Like, it's not like last time I was there, it's like all the boys are just getting together to kick it. And now it's like, oh, like we have to like kind of structure and lead this whole thing. So that's actually probably something we should talk about here in the next week or two. Like, so we know what's going on, what days and stuff.
Yep. Yeah. We'll start ironing everything out in terms of just like even logistics and transportation and shit like that. Yeah. But we got a good group. It's going to be fun. And most importantly is we're doing something fucking hard and challenging ourselves. Mm-hmm. And so I think each one of us is going to take something away from this race that makes us a better person the remainder of this year. And it's going to unlock certain chambers in our brain of limitations or barriers we put up for ourselves that aren't going to be there after this because of the mental and physical toughness that this race is going to like put our bodies through.
Yep. I'm excited. I need to start working on some burpees. I need to start working on some grip strength. I think that's about all I need to work on for right now.
Yeah, definitely grip strength is getting thrown in. I'll do some burpees too.
Yeah, I'm starting grip strength this week, and I'm about to start upping core because I need to get my core back in check because I never do core. And not even like just for abs core, I'm talking like for core stability here because there's going to be a lot of hanging shit going on.
A lot. Yeah, it'll be cool. I tried to recruit Eiffel for it, but he's got a trip
Houses
or
to
some
sell.
shit. Yeah, houses to buy and sell. But hey, we got a good group. It's going to be fun. And like you said, the most important thing is we're going to all be able to connect and bond and just have ourselves a weekend of challenges. So it'll be exciting.
For sure. That's all I got, man.
Yes, sir. I'm liking these quicker, more to the point, having a little bit more substance to them type podcasts instead of like 45 minutes or an hour of just kind of like rambling. But I feel like the last few that we've done have been structured towards something. So just to recap, I love to do this at the end of it, is invest in yourself and be open-minded. Because when you invest and when you put something forward, you're more likely to go after it. Dylan and I have had people spend a lot of money on programs, and we've offered people to do it for free. And I will tell you, the people that do it for free aren't as vested as the people that pay for it. And so that's why the Inspired community, it can't be free, because somebody needs to hold you accountable, to hold us accountable, to put our best foot forward. So we know that if you guys are spending money on it, we put our pride and joy in the project because that's what we want. And you guys get the return on the investment of working on set goals, fixing habits, all of that kind of stuff. So just remember that if you want to lose weight, if you want to find a new job, if you want to get promoted at work, there are all steps that you can take where you can do some sort of investment into that project. So that way you have the motivation to be like, okay, I'm not going to let this fail now because this is on the line. And you'll see yourself through the finish line. And then you can create a new finish line and keep the snowball going. And get in a better mindset. So go after whatever the fuck you want to, and whatever you've been telling yourself that you need to work on, start today, because tomorrow's not promised. And always have the desire to inspire. Look fly. I was going to say like this white guy, but I don't know if that's PC or not. So
you're a white guy. It's not like you're talking about somebody you're not. I'm pretty sure that's allowed.
But peace, love, and happiness, baby. Have the desire to inspire. It's on.
Peace.